Let's have a quick comparison between BigCommerce and Adobe Commerce this year. So if you think about Adobe Commerce, this is actually another name for Magento. Okay, so BigCommerce, everybody knows BigCommerce, but I want to really go into detail and explain what you need to remember when it comes to a BigCommerce versus Adobe. So BigCommerce, first of all, let me go through a BigCommerce quick overview here. The thing is that when you think about BigCommerce, I want you to think about a platform that has several features that make it very attractive to all kinds of businesses, whether a small business or a large enterprise. Okay, for instance, you have an unlimited product catalog. You have support for multiple currencies and languages. The platform is actually customizable, but also offers a simple preset themes that can get an online store up and running in minutes. Not in hours, but in minutes. Okay, so what I love about BigCommerce is that it really integrates very well with third-party tools such as QuickBooks, Google Shopping, Mailchimp, and more. Even Katana, the inventory software. Okay, and so this makes it a lot easier to connect the dots if you are trying to be online real fast. So that's really fantastic. What are the pros and cons of BigCommerce this year? Well, the pros first. You have a platform that's very easy to use and set up. You have customizable design options. You have automatic security updates, and there are no hidden costs. I mean, with BigCommerce, you will love the transparency that comes with the platform. On the flip side, and this is an important element, if you are a large enterprise, if you're a large business, you may have limited scalability. Okay, BigCommerce is a work in progress. Think about it that way. So you might have limited scalability, and there are not as many customization options as on other platforms, such as, let's say, Shopify or WooCommerce. And you also have more limited customer service options. So if you want to reach customer service through chat, through phone, through email, blah, 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 you don't have that many options with BigCommerce, which is a bummer because they have a great product. They should really open up more opportunities for customer service. Okay, when it comes to reaching out to them and solving problems. Now that you have a clear overview of BigCommerce, let's talk about Magento. Magento, aka Adobe Commerce. Okay, now basically, Magento is an open source platform that was first purchased by eBay in 2011 and then acquired by Adobe in 2018 to become the backbone of its e-commerce solutions. Okay, so now part of the Adobe Commerce Suite, it really leverages the entire Adobe ecosystem and the company's considerable investment in artificial intelligence and cloud computing to really offer a highly customizable, far-reaching solution for businesses. The cool thing is when you think about Adobe Commerce, think about let's say mid-sized to large enterprise. Okay, if you're a small business, you're not going to find Adobe pretty interesting, not just because of the cost, but also you have so many features that if you're a small business, maybe you don't have the need for those features. The cool thing is that basically the platform is designed to provide businesses with a powerful and flexible solution for creating an online store from scratch. Okay, you have features such as catalog management, order processing, payment gateways, shipping options, and more. So you have a lot of possibilities. Magento, aka Adobe Commerce, also offers a wide range of customization options to tailor your store's design to stand out from your competitors, whether through custom product pages or unique checkout experiences. Now, this means that you might need to have some coding expertise, let's say in your team. Okay, I mean, thanks to its open source nature, your business can benefit from a large and active community of developers who are constantly working on improving the platform. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So, what are the pros and cons here? Let's quickly talk about that. The pros with Adobe Commerce slash Magento, you have highly customizable design options. You have a broad range of features and integrations. You have a very large and active developer community for customizations. And you also have access to Adobe's AI technology and cloud services. On the flip side, It can be more complex than other platforms if you are a beginner. That's what I said a little earlier, that you need to have some coding knowledge on your team. Okay. You do have limited customer service options for the free open source version. And you also have a high cost of entry for some features and integrations. So this is why I was just saying again, if you're a small enterprise, if you're a small business, maybe Magento is not really what you should be focusing on right now. So what is the main difference between BigCommerce and Adobe Commerce slash Magento? Well, if you think about it, the biggest difference between those two platforms is that the BigCommerce is a managed solution. So you don't have to do a lot of stuff. Okay. It means that BigCommerce can take care of hosting and maintenance for you. Not a problem. Okay. This makes it, if you really think about it, this makes it very simple to set up your store. You don't have to worry about the back office. You don't have to worry about programming. You don't have to worry about coding, all that kind of stuff, hosting, all that kind of stuff. But it also means that you don't have as much control over the look or functionality of your site because you have a preset, okay, that comes like a you have to choose what they're giving you. I'm speaking about BigCommerce, okay, but this is not the case with Adobe Commerce Magento. Magento requires more technical expertise to get started. It is actually open source, so you must host it and handle all updates and maintenance. But it also gives you a more control over your store, allowing you, when you think about it, to customize virtually every aspect of the design and functionality. So you have more control, more autonomy, more independence. Additionally, BigCommerce has an obvious focus on social media based markets like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, now called X. It is also a friendlier option for small or mid sized stores just starting in the e commerce space. So, Magento Adobe Commerce, actually, by contrast, is better suited for larger businesses and enterprises with more complex needs, such as customizations or integration with existing systems. But also, this comes at a price too. I mean, if you're talking about customizations, integration with existing systems, or a platform that really caters to the large enterprise crowd or the mid-sized enterprise crowd, chances are the pricing is not going to be low as well. I mean, I'll speak about pricing later on, okay, but it is what it is. So when we talk about BigCommerce versus Adobe Commerce, there are some key battlegrounds I want you to pay attention to: the price, the ease of use, the marketing, the security, the customization, the scalability. Okay. And what I want to do is I really want to take each of them detail by detail and really drill down so you have a clear idea about the choice you need to make this year. Let me first start with price. So you can see the price for BigCommerce on the screen right now. This is actually the latest screenshot that represents BigCommerce's pricing tiers. You can see that it's very clear, it's very transparent, it's very like you have three tiers. Of course, they also have the enterprise version. So enterprise version, you got to call BigCommerce to have more information. You got to call the sales team, but at least you have an idea. All the prices I'm giving you, those are annual. Those are monthly prices for annual billing. If you want to really go with if you go with the annual billing, you'll save 25%. But if you want to go with monthly billing, you will be paying more. Okay, so you can see that this is pretty good. You have the standard, the plus, and the BigCommerce Pro. BigCommerce Pro. There is actually an additional cost of $150 per month for every $200,000 in sales. Okay, so it's one of those things where as you're making more money, just expect to pay more with BigCommerce. It is what it is. They want to take a cut of your sales. That's just what it is. So so that's for BigCommerce. Okay, so it's pretty clear. And what about Magento Adobe Commerce? Well, they offer no hosting options. They actually their pricing is more complicated because you can go with the open source, where you don't pay anything for hosting, or you go with Adobe Commerce, including the how do I say it, the hosting itself. Okay, but one thing for sure, Adobe wants you to contact them. They want you to contact them to ask more questions about this aspect of things. The basic open source platform is free, but requires you to find an appropriate hosting solution and all related maintenance. You also have ease of use. So basically, BigCommerce is a clear winner in this category. Oh, for pricing, BigCommerce is also the clear winner. Okay, ease of use, BigCommerce is designed for non-technical users with an intuitive interface and drag and drop page builder. Okay, plus it takes care of hosting and maintenance for you. So there is no need to worry about updating your store or even dealing with patches. Magento could be more user friendly, okay, but it's not right now. It is because it is open source, it requires a good amount of technical knowledge to set up and manage the store yourself, unless you hire a developer to do it for you. I mean, of course, with that comes cost as well. I mean, it comes a series of costs. So when it comes to marketing, basically, Magento does something pretty good in terms of customization. Okay, Magento has built-in marketing tools. Okay, basically, when you think about Magento, you have an extensive suite of marketing tools, but the thing is, they're all add-ons that you have to purchase separately. This is not necessarily bad, but because it gives you the flexibility to customize your setup based on your needs. But if you're looking for an out-of-the-box solution with all the bells and whistles included, BigCommerce is way better. Why? Because BigCommerce has built-in marketing tools also, but it also has everything you need to run an effective online store, including email marketing, abandoned cart recovery, and more. So, in terms of who is a winner here, I still think BigCommerce is actually the winner. What about security? Well, security, it's a tie. It's a tie because both platforms are PCI compliant, so they meet the necessary standards to keep customer data safe. Okay, but it can be a real challenge to maintain that level of compliance when requiring individual store owners to handle their security updates. Okay, so this is something to really think about. But I think for security, you have a tie, even though it's slightly in favor of BigCommerce, simply because you don't have to do anything yourself. Also, what I want to say also is that basically data security is really getting prominence these days. You just don't want to play with it. So, what about customization? Let's talk about that. Customization and scalability. If you were to compare and contrast to those two, which one should you go for? Let's first talk about customization. So this is actually things. This is where things start to swing toward Magento slash Adobe Commerce. Why? The platform is open source. Okay, which means what? You have access to virtually all of its code, meaning you can customize it however you like. On BigCommerce, the level of customization is much more limited. While it does offer some custom coding options via HTML and CSS, there is a limit to what you can do without hiring an outside developer. And even then, your options are somewhat restricted by the platform's template language. Okay, so if for any reason, okay, your store needs highly customized features that are not available in the standard, let's say, the standard BigCommerce package, or let's say you are dealing with a lot of complex integrations, Magento slash Adobe Commerce is definitely going to be your best bet. What about scalability? Well, BigCommerce can be an effective solution for larger enterprises. It is actually used by several multinational operations, including GE, General Electric, Ted Baker, Gillette, and countless other businesses. So that's kind of cool, okay? But the one thing you need to understand here is that Magento is really popular when it comes to larger enterprises, okay? Because Magento actually offers a larger range of features, including advanced B2B capabilities and the ability to support multiple stores from one admin panel. That's what you want too, if you are in that category. And Magento slash Adobe Commerce is also better suited for businesses that need customizations or integrations with existing systems, something BigCommerce cannot do as easily. Okay, so brands like Helly Hansen, Hewlett Packard, and Live Here all have converted to the Adobe Commerce platform. So ultimately, if you are an enterprise level business looking for a solution capable of scaling up quickly and handling, let's say, larger volumes of orders, Magento is probably the way to go. So let me talk about a recap here between BigCommerce and Magento. So which is really better for like across all the six categories that I just told you? For pricing, BigCommerce is a clear winner. For ease of use, BigCommerce is a clear winner. For marketing, BigCommerce slash Magento. So it's really a tie. Same thing for security. Customization, Magento is really the clear winner, and scalability, Magento is a clear winner. Okay, so which one you should go for? You should actually choose. Depends on what your needs really are. Think about what your needs are and make the decision based on based on that particular need. Okay, so if you're just getting started with e-commerce, BigCommerce is going to be a better fit for you. Its ease of use and focus on social media marketing make it ideal for small stores. But if for any reason you are an established enterprise looking for more control over your store and the ability to scale quickly, Magento slash Adobe Commerce actually would be a better fit. It requires more technical expertise to set up and maintain, but it provides much greater customization and scalability. Okay, so long story short, use BigCommerce if you value easy setup. If you value easy setup with all the tools you need already at your disposal. If you're not massively tech savvy, and if you want to sell across multiple channels, including social media. You want to use Adobe Commerce slash Magento if you have some experience in coding or building websites. If you are happy to take on a larger projects when it comes to your websites, and also if you have a larger inventory, and are planning to sell thousands of products, basically Magento slash Adobe Commerce is going to help you big time. Okay, but one thing I want to say here is that basically with Magento, you'll be happy in terms of customization and scalability. I mean, customization is just fantastic. You have access to virtually all of the platform's code, meaning that you can customize it the way you like. Okay, and scalability. Basically, if you are a larger enterprise, you will love. I mean, that level of scalability, that level of expansion. So, as a coda to this conversation, I spoke to you about BigCommerce versus Adobe Commerce. I gave you the overview of each platform, the key battlegrounds, the recap, and also the difference. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.